Hello everybody, welcome back to Sorcery Part 2. We had just crossed this river through some very wacky methods that almost saw us drown. And now we're going to head on. We're heading up here to the north gate, but it looks like we have to go all the way down and all the way up to get there. For whatever reason, there's no ladder here or something. So inconveniently designed this city. It's the next morning, here we go. Dawn comes, and you are awoken by the shimmering light across the surface of the Jabaji River. But the idyllic morning is quickly broken, as the first of the boats begin to sail down the river, the sailors cursing and singing filthy songs that echo between the buildings on either side. You have almost become accustomed to the terrible smell here. You follow the road away from the river towards a fork in the road. A lot of forks in the city as well. As I noticed, cities tend not to try to have forks. They tend to try to go in straight lines. But of course, the way the cities grow, that's not always how it works. Like, they don't really plan far enough ahead, which I imagine Car doesn't seem like the type of place where they plan ahead. So things are just thrown up wherever they happen to be thrown up, and then thus you get weird ass designs. Alright, anyways. The early morning sun is beginning to wake the streets of Kar. A few creatures roam this way and that. In one corner, a spring bubbles with fresh water. No, we will not drink from the goddamn fountain. Are you fucking kidding me? Looking left, the road heads through into a residential area that seems well cared for. A short way off to the right is an open plaza. Open plaza usually means getting something stolen, but at the same time, we need to go down this way to get the fuck out of here, right? I don't see... Oh, Red Quarter. We were warned about... What was... I forget their name. Red Eyes or something like that? We are fucking not going to Red Quarter. I can tell you that right now. And we don't want to look like a newbie here. We don't want to ask someone for directions in a city of thieves. That's never a good idea. So, we're heading to the right. Turn right. You turn right, heading from the city wall. A sign points towards Fireview Square. You pass large houses that have the aspect of official places of business. One is marked with the clawed fist of a moneylender. An elven woman is just leaving, or Elvine, I still don't quite know if you pronounce it Elven or not. She looks quite worn out already, this early in the morning. Talk to the woman. You stop the woman with a gesture. She looks up at you in surprise. You seem distraught. She looks at you, her narrow eyes wide.
"Oh, stranger," she moans, "you have no idea."
The moneylenders have not been generous? You suggest? The woman laughs.
"When are they ever generous? But today they have been cruel."
She wipes her eyes with a ragged cuff.
"But no matter. I should not have expected any different. But what of you, stranger? You do not look like a Karian to me."
"I am a traveler," you say.
"Is that so? Then maybe," she wipes a tear from her eye, "maybe you'll need a guide."
Sorry, lady. That's nice of you to offer, but A, you could be total bullshit. But also, I'm an adventurer. I'm kind of a solo artist here. I don't pick up stragglers unless they can contribute. And by contribute, I mean not kill me, which I can't guarantee that is what you will not do. So, I travel alone.
"It's a dangerous city," she replies, "full of traps. A friendly hand wouldn't do you harm, would it?"
I don't know, someone desperate for money? No.
"No, and do not pester me," you reply.
Well then, she replies, grimacing.
"Then you won't give me any money either. I see."
Wrapping her cloak tightly around herself, she steps to one side and hurries off down the street. You watch her go with some sympathy. I feel kind of bad now. Should I... I'm going to rewind. Well, you know, whatever. We've been kind of lonely here on the road since we got rid of whatever that douchebag's name was. We can try to make friends here. Why not? It might be more interesting if we have someone here to help us out. So let's go try this again. I'm going to regret it, probably, but you gotta take chances in this game. So let's do it. You seem distraught. The moneylenders have not been generous. I am a traveler. And we'll go with the I travel alone first. And then we can say very well. Very well. She smiles. The first true smile you have seen on her face.
Very good, stranger. I will be happy to help you if I can. For a fee. Where do you want to go?
I am heading for the north gate. She shakes her head.
The north gate is a long way and it's dangerous. I won't go there.
Oh, okay. Sure. Alright. Whatever. I don't know what the point of that was. The alley gets wider and passing a long building on the left which seems to be full of children. On the step, a lanky man sits with his eyes firmly closed. Ignore him. You ignore him and keep moving. Why bother him? We tried making friends. It didn't work out. We're moving on. You follow the road between large houses until it enters a wide square. Odd-looking creatures mill about, going about their business. Several are clustered in a crowd around a monument of some kind. On the other side of the square, the main road continues on through a low arch. 1,000 other alleyways lead off in all directions into Upper Car. What interesting designs this thing has. Look through the arch. The arch at the far end of the square is thronged with more creatures, not all the same as those in the square. There seems to be a bustling hub beyond. A market district, perhaps? Ooh, yeah. I want to go to the market. This is the arch right here. This is the monument. I'm not interested in monuments, honestly. Let's look at the alleyways. You walk to the center of the square and turn about, peering into all the narrow alleyways that lead off in every direction. To the northwest, they wind between residential buildings, stacked precariously on top of one another. To the south, the alleys seem darker and rubble-strewn, and there are fewer rooftops in that direction. A peddler with a tray around his neck walks past you in the square.
Anklewort, blamberry, poultice of milkweed.
Talk to the herbalist. You cross the square. Herbalist.
Good day, he greets you. Can I interest you in a poultice? A salve?
What are you selling?
Ah, let me show you.
He rubs his hands together.
For instance, this.
He digs around on his tray.
A mustic ointment made from pure mustic.
What does it do?
Mustic is a powerful hypnotic, he replies. It can make you believe almost anything.
He holds it out for you to smell. No, I'm not going to smell it. You lean away, careful not to inhale from the salve. He smiles and takes a deep breath himself, sighing happily. How much does it cost? You ask.
A pot of this size?
He holds up a container, no larger than your thumb.
4 gold pieces. It's very valuable.
He smiles and takes a... No, okay. Let's buy some. You hand over 4 gold pieces. The herbalist hands over the pot of ointment, wafting it close to your nose. You notice a delicate fragrance as you place it into your pack.
Now, says the herbalist, I'd like you to give me, let me see, 10 gold pieces.
No. Of course, you reply. The herbalist smiles and holds out his hand. Give him nothing. You hand over 10 gold pieces as he asks.
Excellent.
The herbalist smiles, then tips his head to you.
Have a good day.
Pausing only to retrieve his musket from you, he walks away across the square. A man pushes a wheeled cart of fruit and sets up a stall. Your headache begins to clear. You son of a bitch. Your stomach rumbles at the sight of fresh food. I mean, I saw that coming, but I tried to buy it from him. Come on now. Fine. We can go talk to the fruit seller. You walk over to the fruit seller.
Morning,
He declares morosely. Oh,
morning.
he declares morosely. His eyes, like everyone else's, are closed.
I'd say it was a beautiful day, but it isn't. Would you like to buy something?
He waves a hand across an eclectic tray of fruit, all of it rotten, except for one glistening bamba fruit. Look at the bamba.
4 gold pieces,
The vendor replies.
they're good for you, you know.
Leave it. Bamba fruit are very good, but they also are heavy to carry and clearly expensive to import. You put the fruit back. Pick through the fruit. You pick through the fruit, eventually finding an apple which is not too disgusting. 2 gold pieces, the fruit vendor says. You'll say it's too much, of course, and you'd be right, but I can't charge you less. Don't buy it. It's a fair price, you reply, but not one I will pay. The fruit vendor shrugs. I'm hardly surprised. You replace the apple in the tray. The vendor rearranges the fruit to move the apple underneath all the rotten ones. What? Talk to the vendor. So, you begin. Can you tell me a little about this part of Kar? The fruit vendor shrugs. Of course I can. This is where no one buys any fruit. That's why it all goes rotten. Then he goes quiet, not wanting to talk anymore. You turn and head away from the stall back into the center of the square. What a sad man. You return to the middle of the square. The creatures in the square mill about, talking in hushed tones to one another. Alright, we'll leave. You look around the various exits from the square. Through the arch and alley. We can go to this alley up here for some reason, this alley up here. We're gonna go to the arch. We lost a lot of gold, unfortunately, but we had a bunch. You walk between the narrow buildings until you reach a fork. To the left, the road continues towards some kind of bustling market, while on the right, it leads down a shorter street. In the center of the fork is a great bronze statue with some kind of pot at its feet. The road continues while on the right, it leads down to a shorter street. What qualifies as a shorter street? Okay. We can move. I'm not interested in goddamn fucking statues. Okay. The side street leads back around. Let's go to the market. I've been trying to buy stuff this entire time, but no one wants to just like sell their goods to me. They just want to steal from me. You follow the road to a wide open space laid out for a market. There are several stalls, all selling the same goods. There are traders arguing loudly over who has the cheapest or the best quality. Magic items, yes, please. I don't need any weapons. You scour the market for items that might be useful to you in magic, but find nothing, except for one jeweler's stand which, in amongst a lot of very expensive and overpriced jewelry, is offering a sun jewel for sale at the exorbitant price of 15 gold pieces. Look at the gem. You lift the gem and turn it over in your hand. It shimmers with an incandescent inner beauty, and you can see why someone might buy this as a trinket for their lover. But with the correct magic, you know that inner glow can be made into a powerful beacon of light. If only you could afford it. Alright, hang on. Let's check. I know this will help me cast a spell, but I don't know what the spell is. Because there's a lot of spells in here I don't even really want to use, right? So we gotta make sure before we try to get this thing that we would want to use it. And that's why I tried to buy that other thing earlier, is because I thought it would be a spell. But I also knew there was danger of that guy. But I don't know if, like, once we talk to him, if we... Okay, here we go. The spell may only be cast upon the yellow sun jewel. Once cast, the jewel will glow, either brilliantly to dazzle attacking creatures, or just light enough to act as a torch. So pretty much as I expected. Let's go browse the useful gear. Maybe we can go back there. You browse around stalls selling useful gear and items for travelers, and come across two things which might be useful. Which might be useful. The first is a tinder box for lighting fires, though it will not work without tinder, and the second is a bottle of snakebite antidote. Let's see if these will allow us to do anything. Tinderbox, snakebite antidote. Pebble. Stupid that we can't find a pebble anywhere. You know? It just seems like something you could just, you know, maybe pick up off the ground? Yeah, just throwing it out there. Pebbles. That's what they're known for, I feel like. I don't see tinderbox or snakebite oil on any of these, although snakebite oil probably useful. So I think I can buy the antidote, yeah. Okay, I can't go back to the stupid... Sometimes this game pisses me the fuck off. See, it doesn't let me go back to the magical items if I want that sun jewel, which I don't anyways, but it's so dumb. I don't need any meals. Well, 3 gold pieces. Yeah, fine. We don't need any weapons. Let's move on. Almost out of money. Beyond the market is a street of tall, iron-fenced houses. You're entering a rich district built in relative safety close to the wall, on the highest point of land in the city. Few creatures live here, and it would seem that beggars are not tolerated. The streets are empty and, for the first time, clean. You pass a well with a pulley attachment built above it, but no rope. Toss a gold piece into the well. You flick a coin into the well and wait for several seconds before you hear the plop as it hits the water. The well is clearly very deep. Suddenly, from below, you hear a woman's voice, singing. I am not going to sing. Throw down 1 more coin for me. 2 wishes will I grant for thee. Alright, sure. You throw another gold piece down the well. The voice returns. Thank you for tossing down your wealth. For 1 more coin, I'll grant you health. Wait. Throw down 1 more coin. 2 wishes. No, I'm not interested in wishes. Oh, I wanted the wishes, not the health. I have plenty of health. Let's see what we can cast here, just out of curiosity. Match. Protect from magic. Mud. Create quicksand. I don't know why I would want to do that. Read minds. I might do that one. It's free, so why not? Dud. Illusion of treasure. Ooh. That'd be an interesting one, wouldn't it? But I don't really care. I don't need health. Sense danger. Alright, let's try tell. I think that would be a good one to see what's going on. You put on the skull cap and cast a spell and attempt to read the thoughts of whatever creature inhabits the well, but you find nothing. Perhaps they are too far away. The well is certainly deep. Okay. Let's try dud then. Just cuz. Also, we're almost out of money. Only costs 1 stamina. You cast the spell, creating a mountain of gold and treasure which you tip into the well piece by piece. The voice inside begins to sing deliriously, giddy with excitement at so much wealth. After a few minutes of this, a hatch opens in the side of the well house, which he had not noticed before. A tiny gnome clambers out. He reaches down into the well, unclips a rope from one side and attaches it to the pulley, and then begins hauling up the bucket. Watch. He continues to wind the pulley until the bucket reaches the surface of the well. All the water inside has drained away through the holes in the base, but there are some gold pieces inside. The gnome tips these out into a pouch. Like air, the gnome lowers the bucket, clips the rope away once more inside the well, and strolls away up the road. The well begins to sing again. Now I'm ready to work again. 1 gold piece and I'm your friend. What? Alright, we're gonna go back. Oh, I keep trying to rewind too much. Alright, so let's do this. We're gonna drop another coin in. And then we are going to cast dud. I want to see. I don't like. I thought the smart thing would be to. Damn it. Wait and see what's happening and then talk to him. But it's just like, or follow him or something, but it never gave me that option. Let's grab the pouch. You reach down and snatch the pouch from the gnome, who jumps almost out of his skin, and then scarpers for cover in the well house once more. In the pouch you find your gold pieces, along with the giant's tooth that someone must have thrown in by mistake. Later, gnome. You have reached a wide, desolate area, fenced off by an overgrown iron railing. Inside, tall yew trees reach up to twice the height of the city wall beyond. This is the necropolis, the city of the dead, for those who pass away in car with enough money to ensure their bodies are not simply tossed into the water. The road to the north gate passes straight through and offers no way around. Alright guys, I think this is where we will stop it for now. We'll attack the necropolis next time, and then maybe we'll finish this up. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye!